Okay, in the month of September, something absolutely fantastic is going to happen in Sydney. There'll be banners, there'll be TV adverts, there'll be paper adverts, and just a lot of activity happening in Sydney. And it's all about this one thing, Jesus, all about life. So from Sydney up to Newcastle, down to Wollongong, that whole regional area is going to have the opportunity to be involved in this fantastic crusade. And I've got Joel here, and welcome Joel.
Hey,
and he's just going to share with us a little bit about Jesus, all about life. And so how can the churches really benefit from this fantastic thing that's coming upon us?
Well, John, I think the big thing to realise is that Jesus All About Life is not so much a event-based campaign. Like, it's not like Billy Graham's coming to town or something,
Right.
where normally we would advertise at church and people would bring friends to a big event.
Right.
It's more of an underground kind of campaign where the goal, as far as we're aware, is that, like you said, Jesus All About Life, the banners and radio announcements and ads on TV are going to be all across all these different churches right across Sydney. So you can imagine,
amazing, yeah.
So like an Anglican church will have the same banner up as an ACC church, or as a Baptist or a Uniting, or all these different churches will have the same banner.
Right.
And where we have been different in the past, in the public sector's eyes,
Sure.
we're going to look like we're all on this one page, and they're going to see these same banners everywhere, which are really cool. And what's probably going to happen is around the water cooler,
Right.
in the hallways and the foyers and the elevators at work, as just our church people start going to work and doing things,
Right.
they'll overhear conversations. I can imagine you've been in an elevator and someone's going to go, what's this Jesus All About Life thing? I saw it on the news this morning, and then I saw it on a church as I was driving to work this morning.
Sure.
And that's the campaign, is to create an awareness of a brand.
Right.
Jesus is all about life.
I think in the next couple of months, rolling up to Jesus is Life campaign happening, I think the church could be proactive in advertising it within the
Yep.
church and preparing it. And we at Inspire are going to do it. So how do you see it working, for the average church, which we are,
Yeah.
in getting them to see this as a tool where we can use it to equip the saints and evangelize?
I think it's a great point. I think what you said there, that often things can come up and then they go,
Yeah.
and we've missed the moment. I think if we can anticipate the kinds of conversations that are probably going to occur
Right.
for our church folk
Like
at
preempt
work.
them?
Exactly.
Yeah.
I think if the more people are forewarned about potential conversations, they're going to be inquiring, they're going to be inquisitive. Well, what's this Jesus All About Life thing? And if they can be ready for conversations to take place, what we need to do before September
Right.
is get churches ready, get our people ready.
Yeah.
This is coming up.
Yeah.
It's only going to be an awareness campaign.
Yeah.
And so for us to maximise it as a church is to be ready with what this looks like, and it's a lead-in conversation.
Right.
So I guess for us at Hillsong, what we're going to do is at least spend the month of August
Yes.
doing basic evangelism topics and teaching and series, and maybe you talk about friendship evangelism, and in the midst of all of these different evangelism subjects,
Right.
talk about and seed the whole concept of Jesus All About Life. So at least when it starts being advertised and people start seeing it everywhere, they'll be on the same page and they go, I know exactly what this campaign is. I know what's about to happen. I know my work buddies are going to probably have a question about it. I'm going to overhear it, and I'm going to be able to go, hey, I know what that Jesus All About Life thing is.
Sure.
Our church is involved in that, and this is what we do. And hopefully it'll start spiritual conversations
Yeah.
where perhaps for months or years,
Yeah.
people have struggled to have conversations. They've wanted to share their faith,
Yeah.
not sure how to.
Yeah.
And I think this campaign all around Sydney and stretching, Wollongong and
Sure.
Newcastle, I think it's going to cause our people to be able to have opportunities like they've never known before.
Yeah. So would you suggest that people kind of contact other churches to see how they're going to use it? What would you
Yeah.
suggest?
I think definitely you could do that. I think if you just go straight to the Jesus All About Life website, you'll straight away know.
So it's Jesus All About Life, that is the website?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. And straight away you'll see that, there's not really a whole lot more than what we're saying now, really.
Right.
There's going to, like you said at the beginning, there's going to be ads on TV, there's going to be ads on radio. The Bible Society are asking that churches all over the place, if you've got space, as well as Hillsong Church, and next to that put up Jesus All About Life for that month of September, just so that I guess everywhere,
Right.
people keep getting bombarded with this same message, the same brand. It's like everywhere you turn, there's this sign,
Yeah.
same logo, same style, same colours. Jesus is all about life. Like, you're not going to be able to live in a day
Right.
in Sydney during September where you don't bump into this banner.
So I've read the brief on it. They're going to have thousands of banners. You know, and we've said before, radio adverts, TV.
Yeah.
And so let me say it again, like if your church is called Emmanuel Christian Centre,
Yep.
you'd have underneath it, Jesus is all about life.
Yeah.
And people just see this all around the place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's this one theme that unites all the different churches
Yeah.
in our city,
Yeah.
which is really cool. Do you know, I reckon there are, amongst all our churches, thousands and thousands of Christians who have a genuine love for Jesus and actually do love people,
Yeah.
but probably struggle with, how do I have a spiritual conversation? How do I turn the conversation around?
Yeah.
And because of that struggle, it gets awkward and people kind of just get used to not talking about Christ and not sharing their faith. This is one of those opportunities, September this year, with this Jesus All About Life, where the conversations are going to be started probably with people who don't go to church.
Yeah.
And if we can position our people who come to our churches to say, this is probably going to happen in September, the conversations will probably start. If you want, you can be in on this and you can get ready to turn that conversation and take it somewhere and perhaps get the opportunity to share your faith. Who knows where it can go from there? I think we've got to be ready.
Because you ask most people in church, they really want to share their faith.
Absolutely.
You know, how many do? You know, we're embarrassed to ask. But
Yeah,
it's usually not they don't want to. Yeah, it's just, I'm afraid to.
Yeah.
So if we can really use this to complement, you know, their witnessing endeavours, I think it'll really heighten the confidence within our congregations and our people, you know, to reach out to their friends, their loved ones, and just share with them about Christ. I just really believe for New South Wales, this is an awesome opportunity for us to really involve ourselves in our church in a fantastic campaign of taking Jesus Christ right into the workplace, in the community, and see it really happen for God. Hey, don't let it be a waste of opportunity. Let's make the most of this opportunity and get God out in the workplace.